at this point, what do you train would be the next appropriate level of force to move up to?
Well, in my mind, I've tried knee strikes and they were completely ineffective. I didn't feel as though they were, having any type of effect, or even it didn't seem as though he was acknowledging the fact that I was striking him. So to me, what made the most sense with my level of exhaustion and just the lack of effect with those strikes, I felt as though I needed to move to a taser just to actually interrupt the muscle function.
And were you in proximity to the driver when you initially went to draw your, where were you in proximity to the driver when you initially went to draw your taser?
I believe I'm going for my taser right now, so I'm just right behind him.
And can you see anything blue? Where is your taser located on your body?
It would be on my support side, which is my left hip. So I'd have to reach across and grab for it.
Okay. And then you talked about the holster mechanism.
Correct.
To get the taser out of the holster. This proximity to the driver there, is that similar to the prior occasion where you used your taser on the job, as far as the proximity?
Yes.
And in that situation, was the individual also struggling?
Yes.
Now, what were your intentions at this point as far as where to deploy the taser?
My intention is to deploy it on the subject's back, just because it's more of a stress-free deployment for us in the sense that I don't have to worry about injuring him.
What happens next?
It takes me a little bit to get the taser out of the holster, and with me only having one hand on him, it affords him the opportunity to turn towards me.
Okay. And what happens as the driver turns towards you, if you can explain?
Well, when he turns towards me, I am actually able to finally get the taser out of the holster. And I recognize that he's facing me and I need to adjust or pay more attention to where the probes are actually going to be deployed.
This situation where the driver turns towards you, how much time does it take for this to quickly evolve?
Split second.
And I'm sorry, I may have missed this, but as the driver turned towards you, was there a taser attempt? Was there a deployment attempt there?
Once I realized that the top probe was going to be below his diaphragm, I deployed the taser, yes.
And what happened as you deployed the taser?
When I deploy it, the driver grabs on to the taser itself.
Now, after the driver grabs your taser, did he ever let it go?
No.
Did you tell him to let it go?
Yes.
Had anyone ever tried to take a weapon from you before on the job?
No.
And going back to your academy, to your training, is disarming a police officer, would that be a pretty serious scenario?
Yes.
And what had you been trained to presume if a subject fought for a weapon from you?
That they would use it on us.
So how are you feeling about this situation now?
Extremely stressed.
And had you ever had that feeling before on the job?
No, at this point I'm afraid that he's going to get the taser from me and use it on me.
Now, this wheezing, the struggling for air that we heard, that was prior to the taser even coming out, is that correct?
That's correct.
And had you ever been in a physical combat situation this long on the job?
No.
Throughout the course of everything up to thus far, did the driver ever really stop resisting or fighting over the course of the whole struggle?
No.
Had you ever had a situation where you'd had to fight for a live weapon from someone?
No.